Hello everybody, my name is Mathis and welcome back to Stasis. I feel like we're coming to the end. We got through hydroponics last episode. We're now on the floor where apparently our daughter is. I'm sure everything's gonna end really nicely. Nothing terrible is gonna happen. And we're gonna wrap this sucker up with a smile on our face. Hey look, a toolbox. Whoa, don't zap yourself.
The scene was always expanding. That place scares me.
Thanks.
Sorry.
So we got a high temperature slug gun. That's exciting. We're standing on the power pad. Can I like high temperature slug gun the shit out of this? No. Work light, some power hanging wire things. Yeah, I'm sure this is just gonna be super swell. Let's just go to the next floor.
Warning.
Where am I?
Toxicity is at an elevated level.
What does that even mean? What's up, robot? Oh, Jesus! Are you serious? Really? You're just like, brrr. Oh, I'm dead. Shit. All right, let's try this again.
Looks like this place is being expanded.
The scene was
Okay.
always expanding. That place scares me.
Good, yep. Scary, scariness.
Warning. Halo thing.
Let's see if I can shoot him.
Is at an elevated level.
Go over here, go over here, go over here, go over here, go over here. Fuck you, buddy. Sink. What? No! Oh my god, are you serious? How many times do I have to get murdered by this thing? Alright. Can I run up to the robot and like pop it? Oh shit, no. Run. Okay, let's take this. Okay. Nope, run. Run into here. Birthing lab. Whoa, shit, son.
What do you see?
What kind of a monster would do this? These women, these poor women. This is torture. This is
Science.
It's not science, girl. We'll poke some pregnant women here in a minute.
They don't look human.
They're hybrids.
I can't tell.
All right, first, let's poke her. What's up, baby?
Must have families and
What?
lives.
You can't do anything for them now. Soon this ship will run out of oxygen. They won't be in pain for much longer.
Oh, no.
This place is more torture than anyone should bear.
How about you, baby?
Don't worry. I'm here. I'm gonna help you. Soon you'll be out of here. This is just a bad dream.
Shit, son. How about you?
Just breathe in and out. Soon
Like-
you'll wake up from this.
What, like, I don't understand, man. How long have they been alone and not murdered by other things? Portable defibrillator. All right.
Defibrillator. And it looks like it's fully charged.
Sweet. Can I zap the shit out of the enemy? What if I go defibrillator and that?
Crazy. Although,
No? Can I zap the pregnant woman? All right. Let's go to the computer terminal. All right. Yeah. Project Seed revised version 6. Updated by Dr. G. Milan, Kane Corporation, all rights reserved for the eyes of the Kane Board of Directors only. Seed is an attempt to create the ultimate super soldier by, in simple terms, activating junk strands of human DNA. Over the years, the human genome has shed or made dormant certain strands of its own DNA sequence for various evolutionary reasons. Professor Salam Grund observed that certain dormant parts of these genes were not so much junk as they were potential. That is, genetic information contained and completely sublimated by a dominant gene. Professor Gerund engineered an early life form based on this original theory by introducing these identified genetic strands in the early stages of embryo formation. The initial concept was intriguing, but its ultimate result was a group of uncontrollable animalistic creatures. Version 6 of this proposal is to update these same dormant genes into the human makeup by use of genetic splicing, thereby introducing desirable physical and mental characteristics over a generation to produce fast learning, hard to kill, and utterly ruthless soldiers. Sweet! That sounds like it can't possibly go wrong. Observation Report 001. Her vital signs are steady. Certain hormonal levels are extremely high, but I'm countering with this with the judicious administration of depressants in each case. Several chances, very high. She is young, healthy, survival chances rather, very high. She is young, healthy, and there are no signs of any infections or complications capable of disrupting the birth. Recommendations: keep under observation and prepare for phase 1 of the treatment. The subject, despite her promising early progress, appears to be failing. Supposition is that she cannot withstand the foreign genetic structure that is being fused into her body. Typical signs of rejection are being displayed. Recommendations: observe for an additional 24 hours. If there are no signs of improvement, then termination and disposal of the patient is recommended. The subject is progressing well as being aesthetically attractive. She has all the other organic traits required. Initial concerns about her suitability, voiced by Dr. Milan chiefly due to the number of her sexual partners, have been proven unfounded. She will be a perfect carrier. The hybrid DNA is fused to my satisfaction. Apart from a small amount of pain, her body appears to be coping with the adjustments. I have prescribed her a steady dose of anesthetic to keep her subdued and comfortable. Since delivery, hybrid subject 302 has been kept inside an incubator due to its respiratory distress. Assisted breathing is required. Cardiac arrest has occurred, and the use of automated external defibrillators has been required to revive the child. I deduce that the conditions and sickliness are due to the late molecular bonding between hybrid and host DNA in the mother. A weak nervous system is also highly likely in this case, but the subject's regenerative abilities can be stimulated with steroids. Conclusion: the child is weak but will survive. The mother is suitable for continued breeding. Good. Now, I'm glad this is what people are doing. I'm just, I'm super pumped about it. Let's see.
These don't go well together.
I'm just trying to see what else is going on in here, man. Don't yell at me about it. Mist. Maybe I'm supposed to do something with the mist? No? Power cell? Alright, let's head back out and see if we can maybe defibrillate the shit out of this. Let's just wait for this robot. He doesn't see me, I'm assuming. I hate this because if I fuck this up, I'm gonna have to die and do it again.
I can't see it working like that.
What? I don't understand. How did he see me? He just stopped and turned around. Alright, we gotta do this all over again.
What do you see?
What kind of a monster would do this? These women, these poor women. This is torture. This is
Science.
Science. What am I supposed to do with this? Okay, let's just head back. And then maybe take these bandages and wash them in the sink. Oh, I'm dead. Did I die? Let's wait. Let's just wait, man. I don't want to deal with this shit. Okay. Run. Okay. I don't understand. I put the frickin' things in there. Nope. Okay, we're just gonna run over here. Nope. Just go in. Whoa, shit. Diagnostics experiments are being... What is this? Human host? Hello.
Can you hear me? Do you know what?
I guess not. I bet you my daughter is one of these terrible, terrible monster things. Oh, there's a lot to read here. Dr. Clifford Backman. All right. January 16th. They said I'd never make it to 60. Ha! 85, you fuckers. Old and still cooking with gas. 3 bastard kids and I outlived them all. All right, so I was young when I had them. Those girls never even knew I was the father, of course. I had to switch the DNA sample so they didn't know the little shits were mine. I'm too old for that and all that. But you never completely lose your eyes for the ladies. I might have false teeth, Dr. Milan, but I'm no moron. For the good of humanity, I'm a sociopath and alleged rapist of women, but your little speech to the crew was less sincere than anything I could say with a straight face. At least you know how to turn a blind eye whenever I have to get rid of troublesome subjects, right, Milan? The new gas for the chambers is working splendidly, an improved kill rate of 60% on the old formula. I watch those poor fuckers writhe and die. We have a viewing window now, just so we can make sure it's done. If I were a moral man, I'd call it perverse. It's lucky for Project C that I couldn't give a shit. I thrive when I don't have to answer to everyone with a conscience. March 17th. This will not do, not at all. I need more subjects. The rejection ratio of the DNA splicing is stratospheric. So not only do I need more bodies, but I need better ones. They bring me imports and strays, but the best results are achieved with crew members. One cannot prey too often on those, of course, no matter the need. My chosen ones were always those who wouldn't be missed. The furnaces are inadequate for my disposal requirements. I'm told they're so hot that they could destroy dark matter. They seem slow to respond when burning flesh, though, and the smell is hardly pleasant either. It reminds me of that injured dog that I found as a little boy growing up in Missouri. It looked at me with a pleading look, the kind of sick patient gives another doctor when they trust absolutely. Naturally, I stomped on the mongrel's head. It was mercy. There were too many in society who have similar damaged dispositions. A kindness to snuff out their worthless lives. So this guy's a goddamn crazy person. Glad he's working on this ship. August 12th, I must get more pathway. The little prick DeSantos is... Wait, I must get more pathway. What does that mean? The little prick DeSantos is usually more than forthcoming with its ingredients, but he says his own suppliers are having problems. I know you, DeSantos. I know you're not a real doctor. I know the kind. I have 5 PhDs, and can tell when men have been hired for their instincts rather than their knowledge. Meanwhile, the cutting and splicing continues. Oh, and Charlotte, we all know about your little experiment, you stupid bitch. First, she kills her partner by accidentally exposing him to a lethal virus, and then she goes gaga for him. That's the sort of beautiful incompetence that slays me. I spent years perfecting the art of the kill, making a murder a pure mishap, and she went and did it all completely by accident. What perfect nonsense. October 10th, I held the subject down today and used my surgical hammer to cave in his windpipe. Then I gouged out his eyes and tried to rip his jaw from his socket. My goodness, what an outburst. I'm becoming careless. I need more pathway. Dr. Milan is starting to worry that my tendencies cannot be controlled. He need not worry. I'm still focused on seed. Seed is still just that, a seed. But this chrysalis will soon break open and blossom. The successfully bred Homo novi wait in their containment cells, while their unsuccessful brethren, reduced to a viral mulch that's already breached the containment seals of the ship, grow. Its genetic makeup might be a little more than trash, but it's astoundingly tenacious. I have to respect that which kills with such efficiency. November 12th, I woke up in the emergency room today. Somebody found me on the stairs. I can't remember much. What I do know is that both my fucking legs are up in casts. I better get comfortable because Dr. Graham says I'll be in here for at least a month. December 23rd, we die as the Novi cut us down, but I'm not ready to be replaced by a new species. Our creations are impressive, but I don't share Milan's fanaticism for what is happening here. I must try to make sure one of the lifeboats is available for me. A shame there was not another for that delectable young thing. What was her name? Callister? I would have liked to have had her around when the ship was going to hell. She's dead, however. How unfortunate. January 3rd. I may be old, but I'll tear anyone who tries to stop me from leaving apart at the limbs. I've survived police investigations, court cases, vengeful spouses, and idealistic lab hands. I will gut any shitbag trying to prevent my escape, and that includes you, Milan. I will jab your eyeballs out and eat them before I submit to you. So, good, they had a sociopath working for them. A murderer. It sounds like the fungus is made out of, like, dead people. Overgrown hybrid, conjoined twin.
You allow this?
I don't know.
This is the purpose of the group lake. It's not on Earth. People can't see it, so they don't care.
But if they knew?
So what?
Oh man, she's all for it too. What a bitch. Liquid nitrogen canister. Sounds good. Let's see if I can grab it. Okay. Don't grab me, you dead body things. That's creepy.
If they were
Terminal.
more open, this wouldn't happen.
Open to who? The people? Governments?
Other corporations.
What cost?
A bit of our humanity, I suppose.
Hybrid Reject 604 reported by Dr. C. Williams. During the autopsy of Hybrid 604, there were signs of renal failure. It appears the kidneys weren't able to process the amino acids required for the breakdown of nutrients. The damage to the liver, stomach, and intestine show the same degenerative patterns. Reason: it is possible to report the mother giving birth 3 months prior was an error. Comment: further reports regarding the failure of mutagenic compounds will be finalized later. Okay. Hybrid subject reject C. Subject died during birth. It can be only surmised that death was due to a failing in the host, as all reports and tests leading up to the birth showed no signs of fetal defect. Upon further investigation of the woman's medical history, it was noted that she experienced complications when giving birth to a child previously. This host would not have been used had this been highlighted. In light of her medical history, I now assume this was the case this was the cause of the fetal distress in the death subject. Note: host is being kept alive and has undergone 1 transfusion. Revoke host life support order and dispose of the body with hybrid reject C. Good. Last one. Reject 811. A highly unusual form of rejection such as has not been observed before manifested in this hybrid. It is entirely possible that the mutagenic compounds used to synthesize the hybrid DNA was faulty in this particular instance. Usually with any rejection, there is a sign of initial bonding and then a breakdown, but in this case, there was absolutely no bonding attempted whatsoever. Given the thoroughness with which we created the DNA, I suspect that the centrifuge machine for this particular batch was faulty. Repair and a maintenance check of the machine is ordered immediately. Recommendation: destroy remains. Okay, we got a pad over here. Dr. Marvin DeSantos. March 2nd. Man, that bitch from shipping won't get off my back. You fuck a girl real good and she just comes crawling back. If she doesn't get out of my hair, I'll have her moved off ship. Dr. Milan is a prick, but he looks after me like that. I gotta say, being on Project Seed is awesome, man. Okay, so we gotta do some pretty noxious shit, but in exchange I got a lot of protection and an honorary title, Dr. DeSantos. I like it. Dr. Milan knows about my contacts in private cargo that arrives on board, and I know he hates it, but there ain't nobody else prepared to work under Dr. Backman. That guy is one twisted fuck and also one of my best customers. I get imports, sure, but my own private lab is what manufactures Backman's pathway shit. Funny, I never realized how dependent these smartasses of science are on drugs. Personally, never touch the stuff. Gotta have your wits about you, man, especially around here. So they brought in a drug dealer, made him a doctor so they could supply the people and drugs, it looks like. May 15th. Wow, Dr. Williams, Charlotte. I never would have figured that uptight woman was a slut, but holy hell, she just gave me the ride of my fucking life. Who'd have thought it? Slinky lace under the lab coat of hers, and for a woman in her mid-40s, a body that makes you want to get on your knees and howl at the moon. Against the table, pressed up against the viewport windows, on top, underneath, like a friggin' rattlesnake. Of course, she's Looney Tunes. Probably thinks I'm her dead husband or something. Like I care, as long as she keeps coming to me to fulfill her needs. Crazy but smart, and she has no idea how much I know about her little project. I saw the details. People just think I'm smack-talking smart-ass, but I've been training on the Groom Lake since I was 16. I studied chemistry and genetics, aced all of it too. She thinks I'm too stupid to understand. September 9th. Think I could have got myself in too deep here. The drug thing was fine, but this whole industrial espionage thing is kind of freaky. I don't think Dr. Milan knows I know Lincoln watches me like with an eagle eye, but he can't know for sure. If he did, he'd eject my ass from the ship with the rest of the failed hybrids, but goddamn, the money is good. I earned my year's salary by sending some info to Black Star Industries. My contact gave me more money than I could conceive for leaking one report. One! I met the guy while I was on leave. He was a smug dickhead who somehow knew what I did, and then he flashed the cash. I've got no loyalties to the company. I know how Dr. Milan treats loyal staff. That guy can turn on a dime when it suits him. I've heard of weird shit going on down in the decks below, and Seed has me feeling it'll soon be time to get the hell out of Dodge, pronto. 1 or 2 more reports might just give me what I need. November 20th. Nobody knows about my little acts of espionage, but who'd care? This ship has fallen apart. Some of those fucked up things that Backman and Milan made are on the prowl. I stashed away my cash as soon as I heard things were going wrong, but money ain't gonna make a spit's worth of difference if we all get killed. Milan's taking all this way too calmly. Actually, I say he's enjoying all this. He came into the lab this morning and he still makes us all report to the lab and was grinning the whole damn time, his eyes all red like he was coming down from a high. That guy does not need drugs for a high. His general fuck-upness is what he rides. And here was me thinking Backman was a crazy one. February 1st, just us. Oh god, not even Bachman's around now. Charlotte was dragged away to the labs a few days ago. We're sealed off from the other decks. I reckon it's only a matter of time before Milan decides to do something about me too. I've been living on the ship for years. I know about hidden passages that even Milan doesn't know about. I'll get over to the communications array and let off a signal. Hopefully they'll get to us before Dr. Milan finds out. Good to know. Y'all motherfucking crazy. So we got a liquid nitrogen canister.
No, that won't
Okay. So what is this gonna do? Okay. Can I do anything with this machinery? Can I do anything with this machinery? Can I do anything with this machinery? Alright, doesn't look like it. Guess we'll leave for now. It's the liquid nitrogen in the sink. No, get out. Okay. So I gotta do something here. But I don't know what. Didn't I already do all this? Let's do this again.
Must have families and lives.
You can't do anything for them now. Soon this ship will run out of oxygen. They won't be in pain for much longer.
A second in this place is more torture than anyone should bear.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'm here. I'm gonna help you.
I don't know how you're gonna help her.
You'll be out of here.
Would you like some liquid nitrogen?
Just breathe in and out.
Alright, let's try doing this. Let's get out.
Wake up from this. I think that would break. It doesn't work like that.
Spilled water. Oh, I gotta defibrillate the spilled water, I bet. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, I gotta wait for him to be on it. Okay. We'll wait for him to do that.
Maybe if it... No, that won't work.
Is he gonna shoot me? He might shoot me, but we'll see. Nope. Got him! Fuck you, buddy. Okay. Come over here.
Easy does it. God, I just hate it.
What am I getting? Pickaxe or some shit? Did I get it? The hell would I even grab? I got a twisted metal. Ha! Good game. Alright, let's go to the platform. I go in, I've already been in there, Can't go over there, but we go to this platform. Oh, hello. Oh, this is on a whole second level. Oh, wow. I thought this was, like, gated off or something.
Warning. The oxygen atmosphere generating system is no longer functioning. Product failure is imminent.
Alright, so you figure you need, like, the liquid nitrogen to freeze something. What about this? Is this gonna zap me if I die? If I click on it? Alright, I can't go through it. Alright. Doesn't do anything. Let's go back down. So I have liquid nitrogen, a bandage of some sort, which I somehow lost. I put it in the sink. And now it's gone. Which worries me, because it makes me think that the game broke or something.
I don't think this will fit. I think that'll just break it.
Yeah. Just trying things.
This isn't gonna work.
Can I do anything with that? And
that
that.
would break.
No? Let's go over here, maybe? Maybe this? Like, every time I step on that, it does something, so it's making me think I need to do something with it.
I don't think that'll work.
Alright. We'll mess with that, I guess, next episode. So we'll stop here. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I hope you're enjoying it. If you are, come back next time for some more Stasis, and I'll see all of you next time. Bye-bye.